Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Jets. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Check. Walk 54. Come on.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, 78 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A try here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Black 11! Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. You.
On first down, Moss. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out that heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
45.
They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
45 to Mike. Here we go.
And again this time to the tailback. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's got his man on the crossing route. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Load it. Hey, Delta!
56. Mike's 56.
Get that quick!
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it's 3rd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rivers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Let's go. 90. 12. Watch it up. Hey, Zoo.
Luck on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant.
Here's Luck. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Throwing is Luck. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And they can't corral him. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Off of play action. Luck. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Bell. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Luck. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Moss, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Rivers. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Green 90, green 80.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Not a big deal on that one, just your everyday 67-yard punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1 yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case. Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Bell. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Hey, Haywood!
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. He finds his target. It's Crowder. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Let's go! Let's go!
And the Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Watch the out.
A give to Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Strong right.
Hatch it.
Close.
Play action. It's Luck. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. Past the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Check back 45. Check back.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rivers. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rivers on the money, complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Third and short yardage, Rivers. Man open, it's Moss, complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To the air again here, Rivers. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Juju Smith-Schuster as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The final shot before the break. Lock. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys.
To throw again. Rivers, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Stay there. 180. Red.
45.
Hey, exit.
How you get on the head? Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Check.
From the gun, Rivers. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
190. 180. Hey, I'm going to go load it.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Rivers, quick hitter here, it's complete. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Rivers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
At the 29-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Locke. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They find some open field here. 20, 10, and he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Now a play fake, and it's Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Watch 54.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Jim.
40, easy, alert. 11.
Block on third down. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First down. 50-yard line.
We got to get this 11 feet.
From the 50, it's Locke. Herndon's got it complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. This is Grant. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
24. Go. 190. Every day. 12.
Now Locke. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Here we go.
That's another Jets first down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Mike 54.
You ain't going nowhere.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. A shotgun snap for Luck. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Following the interception here, Rivers. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing Rivers. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Locke. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Locke. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. On 1st and 10, Locke. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it second down. To the air again, Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, easy. Hey, box truck.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Now a toss coming right side. Grant. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
2nd and 1. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Hit it. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Watch the slant.
Hey. Go.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Hey, wahoo!
Back to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll look to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The opening week, certainly he didn't want to throw an interception, but the rookie got it out of the way. That's the first of his career.
Veterans throw interceptions week 1, week 2, week 3. It happens along the way, but you're right. He got out of the way. It's over. The big thing for him is, can he answer this question when he gets to the sideline? What did you see? Why did you make that throw? They'll work with it from there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. This will be caught by Brown. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a first and 10. Luck going to throw it. He completes it to Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. They'll fake it. Now Locke. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. So we had action